Hey guys, welcome back to the Jamaican Grape Farmer YouTube channel. If you're a returning viewer, just want to tell you thanks for stopping in once again. Alright, if you have not subscribed to this channel as yet, be sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll always be notified when I post new videos. So the title says it all in this video. Today I'll be showing you guys how to plant a grapevine. Alright, and be sure to watch this video to the end so you learn step by step how to properly plant your grapevine. Alright, let's get to work. So we're on the outside and here are some cuttings that I planted the other day. I will only be transplanting one of them because these over by this side, these are a bit young. They aren't ready to be transplanted, but I'm gonna transplant this one. I observed that the top part of this shoot here has fallen off, but that won't be a big problem. After it sets in the ground, it will push out some shoot from either of these areas or even both, so that's no big deal. But this is the one that I will be transplanting today. And these that you see here, they are scion cuttings. Scion cuttings really mean that they are products of grafted grapes. This little one down here is it's not a scion cutting, it's a flame seedless, and I noticed that those don't really agree well with Jamaica's climate. But I'm gonna go ahead and dig this out of the ground and transplant it. Before I get to that, there's something that I want you guys to note. While you're rooting up the cutting wherever you plant it, it's more advisable to plant it in a pot, but I went ahead and planted mine in this area. But where if you plant it like how you see it in this video, in a little area, ensure that that area has a level of shadiness. You know, you don't want to plant it in the direct sunlight, because as you see, here's a mesh over mine. And also, when you're uprooting it, try not to dig close to the base of the cutting. You want to dig from a little distance, maybe about 1, 2, 3, maybe about 3 inches from the base of the cutting. You don't want to irritate the root of it. You know, you want to get it with a lot of soil also. Get it out with a lot of soil, so it doesn't have to struggle to anchor back itself in the soil that I will be planting it in. So I haven't watered this area from morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and wet the area, and in doing so it will also be easier to uproot this cutting here that I will be transplanting. Alright, so here's my bucket of water and my machete over there. Overseas you guys may be used to this tool as a machete, but in Jamaica we call it machete. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet the area now, and then I'll uproot that plant. I'm wetting the entire area because I haven't watered this spot from morning. Alright, so I'm gonna uproot this plant now. I'm putting on gloves, but you guys, you don't really need any gloves to do this. Just want to keep the hands clean, you know. Alright, so let's get this out of the earth. This one is a bit close to it, so I'm gonna try my best not to irritate the roots of that one. Even though I look like I'm too close to it, nevertheless, I got to get this out. Let's try to keep that soil together. Alright guys, so here it is, out of the earth. And be sure to have a good amount of soil around the root, just like how you see I have it here. As I said earlier on, this way the roots won't have to struggle to anchor itself back into the new soil that it will be planted in. So this is the area that I am going to use for planting the grapevine, or maybe I plant it closer to this one, but I'm going to use somewhere over here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and dig the hole now and give you further information. Alright, so this is where I'm going to plant it. So I'm going to go ahead now and dig the hole. Alright, I want something that is wide enough that all of the soil that you see at the bottom part of the cutting can hold inside of it. After I dig out the hole, I'm going to wet inside of it. I normally will throw water over by this section so it's not really dry. But the right procedure, after you dig the hole, you're supposed to wet inside of it, so the roots can be rooted easier. So I think this is good enough. I'm gonna dig it a little bit deeper. So here's how inside of the hole looks. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some water inside of it. Yeah, there's two ways you can do it. You don't have to throw water before, but you need to throw it afterwards. Once the vine is planted in the ground, you need to moist the area that it has been planted. So it's your choice. You can throw water in the hole before, or you can throw it afterwards. Just ensure that the root of the planted vine gets some moisture. Alright, so I'm going to throw some water inside of the hole now. Alright, just to get the area a bit more moist. And I'm going to allow that to soak away. Then I'll put in the grapevine. Alright, so if you notice, I'm doing this when the sun is out. It is best recommended to do it in the evening, you know, when the place is a bit more shady. That way the plant will have less sunlight, you know, to come up against, because it has just been transplanted. It's a bit in its vulnerable state to the heat, so it's best advisable to plant it in the evening time when the place is a bit cooler. Alright, so the water is almost finished soaking through the soil, and I'm going to get the vine now. So here it is. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant the vine now. But one thing to note also, you don't have to wait until the water has soaked through the soil completely. No, you don't have to wait until that. Once it's at a reasonable level, like this now, it almost soaked to the bottom of the soil. So you can go ahead even now. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, drop this in the center. Yeah. Then I get these dirt back on it. I'm gonna take off this tape that's around it. Don't need this anymore. I just use this to mark the different varieties that I had planted in the area that you saw earlier on. Alright, so I'm gonna add some water to the soil now. Get this boy soaked in. Alright, I think that is good enough. So there you go, peeps. That's how you plant a grapevine. So before I go, guys, remember to click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay updated on how I'm doing over here in Jamaica and planting grapes. Bye, guys.